Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Śrī Caitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya 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 Śrī Caitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Śrī Caitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Śrī Caitanya Charitamrita ki jai Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai Samaveta Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai Om Ajnanati Mirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Caitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadvitam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna, dear devotees.
Hare Krishna.
I welcome you to today's Śrī Caitanya Charitamrita session. Today is September 9th, 2025. And we're reading from Śrī Caitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 8, talks between Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu and Ramananda Rai. So yesterday, we saw that when Ramananda Rai said that, my Lord, I can understand that you have accepted the bhava and complexion of Srimati Radharani. And the main purpose for doing this is to taste the love of Srimati Radharani, taking her role. And side by side, distributing prema or the ecstasies in this world, that is happening on the side. Anusangika means that's happening on the side. But the main purpose for your accepting this golden complexion is to taste prema. I can understand this. So, you have come here to deliver me, and still you're hiding yourself. You have come here to deliver me, then why are you now hiding? Why are you cheating? What is the reason for this? What type of behavior is this? So, we can see it's as if Mahaprabhu is exposed in front of Ramananda Rai. So at that time, Mahaprabhu actually revealed his form, His form means he revealed three forms. He revealed Krishna, Krishna's form, then Mahabhava Swarupini, Srimati Radharani's form, and also Ramananda Rai saw how both of them have now combined to appear as Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. When Ramananda Rai saw this, he could not contain the ecstasy and he just fainted and fell down to the ground. Then Mahaprabhu touched the body of Ramananda Rai with his hand to bring him out of his, to make him conscious. So Ramananda Rai came to consciousness and he saw, what did he see now? Now he saw Mahaprabhu in the form of a sannyasi. He's not seeing the darshan that he had seen before, seeing which he had fainted. Now he's seeing a sannyasi. And he was wonderstruck, you know. Then Mahaprabhu embraced Ramananda Rai and pacified him and said, my dear Ramananda Rai, this form of mine was never seen by anyone other than you. Like that. So that was where we left off yesterday. So in the purport we saw Srila Prabhupada said that the Supreme Lord reserves the right not to reveal himself to everyone. Everyone means to the foolish. He doesn't reveal himself. You know who are the foolish? So there Srila Prabhupada said both. Actually, that was from a different class. Sorry. But actually it works here also. He doesn't reveal himself. So foolish means those who are materialists, materialistic people whose goals are only material goals. How to improve material situation, either in this life or in next life. That's all. They cannot think beyond that. They are foolish people. The Lord does not reveal himself to them. So the other class is those who think themselves as spirit souls. But that is not sufficient. Simply by knowing yourself as spirit souls, can you see Krishna? No. You can realize yourself as a spirit soul by doing Nishkama Karma Yoga very nicely, thoroughly. When you become expert in that, that means giving up attachment to the results and giving up the results also of your work. This is Nishkama Karma. You do karma, but don't accept the result. And tolerating pains and pleasures, you continue doing that karma and offer all results to the Lord. Don't accept any results. And you practice being equipoised in the presence of happiness and distress, victory or defeat, gain or loss. By practicing like this, your heart becomes purified and you will realize, I'm not this body, I'm spirit soul. But by that realization, self-realization, can you see Krishna? No. The Lord reserves the right of not revealing himself to everyone. Then who can see the Lord? So in this context, why? So of course, the Lord says, Srila Prabhupada quoted that verse, that to them I am covered by the curtain of my yoga maya. I want to explain something to you today. This is a very important philosophical point. I'll be using my blackboard. I think that will be. Second. That will be easier to understand. So, all of we know that we are made of we are a combination. When you take, what is this material energy made of? Krishna says in the which chapter does Krishna say this? 9th chapter. Material world is made of, or maybe it is the 7th chapter. I always get confused between the two. Bhumirapo nalo vayu kammano buddhirevacha. Which
7th chapter.
7th chapter. Thank you. So, Bhumirapo nalo vayu kammano buddhirevacha. So this is bhinna prakriti rashtada. So these 8 things are, they comprise my bhinna prakriti, separated energy or external energy. And then there is another one, aparayam itastvanyam prakriti siddhi me param jiva bhutam mahabaho yayedam dharyate jagat. So there is a superior energy than this external energy, which is holding up this material world. So which is that superior energy? So material world is composed of 2 energies. One is the inferior external energy. What is the other energy? What is
What's
the
the
other?
question, Mataji?
Material energy is composed of external energy and one more.
Jiva Shakti.
Jiva Shakti, which is called, what is that energy called? Shakti, which Shakti?
Internal?
No.
Marginal expereince.
Marginal, tatastha.
Correct. Marginal or tatastha. So now, what about Krishna? Krishna's form is made of which energy? Krishna's svarupa, his form is made of which energy?
Internal energy.
Internal energy. Very good. Which is superior of the 3? Topmost.
Swarup Shakti.
Swarup Shakti or internal energy. Correct. So this is Madhya 8 to 85 is the verse we are dealing with. So what I am trying to tell you is, this is me. Okay. So this is my body. Where am I? I am here. Okay. Inside this is, this jivatma is inside. Okay. Small, but you can see. So this is the soul. What is the body made of? It's made of external energy. The soul is marginal energy. Okay. Now, here is Krishna. Okay. Krishna. Krishna's body, there is no difference for Krishna. Like, in the heart, there is a soul. No, his body is his soul. It's not like, his soul is in the heart and he has a body. No. Krishna's body is the soul. He's completely soul. But his svarupa, his body, his form is made of internal energy. And this internal energy is the superior energy. Of course, we learned in Bhagavad Gita that the soul is also superior energy. But superior, it's a relative term. Soul is superior to body. That means marginal energy is superior to external energy. Relative to external energy, marginal energy is superior. But it's not that marginal energy and internal energy are same. No, they are not same. Sometimes we hear that we are quantitatively different but qualitatively one. It's not that we are exactly one in quality also. It's not the same. So I will give you one example here to explain this to you. Here is a lamp, okay? This is a lamp. and its light you can feel. And then there is an object here in the room. Let's say there's a pencil. Okay. Now, this lamp, so it's a dark room. If there is no lamp, can you see the pencil? It's a dark room. Without the lamp, will you be able to see the pencil?
No.
No. When you turn on this lamp, then the lamp is illuminating itself, and also it is illuminating the pencil. You can see the lamp and you can see the pencil. When you light the lamp is showing itself and it is also showing the pencil. You understand this much?
Mhm.
Now, there is the sun. Okay, I am not able to draw it big here, but you know, the sun is very, very big. And the light of the sun is also very powerful, lot of light. What is this lamp in comparison to the sun? Does the lamp have the capacity to illuminate the sun? Just like in the dark, you turn on a flashlight and you're showing the objects in the room. With the flashlight, can you show the sun? Is the light of the flashlight sufficient or the light of this lamp sufficient to illuminate the sun to you?
No.
No. Now you have to understand the comparison here. So this pencil, actually I use the wrong colors. Anyway, this pencil is, can you tell me from the analogy here, which energy is the pencil? From this analogy of me, my soul, and Krishna.
जड़ प्रकृति, माया.
हाँ, तो यहाँ पे क्या है मेरे, ये मैं हूँ.
External energy.
External energy.
So, what is the external energy in my case? My body.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Material body. Material body is made of external energy. You are correct. But in this example, the material body is this pencil. What is this lamp?
Soul.
Soul. Very good. What is the sun?
Krishna.
Krishna. Krishna. In our example, Krishna. Krishna means Bhagavan. Okay. Now, the soul has the capacity to know itself. Soul has the capacity to know itself that I am soul. But temporarily, because of avidya, which is nothing but darkness, this soul is not able to know itself. So here, when there is soul, when soul is covered by avidya, the role of avidya is, because of avidya, soul forgets that it is soul. That's the role of avidya. Avidya is made of external energy. This is interesting, but you know, this is inferior energy, this is superior energy, but still this inferior energy's component, avidya, is able to cover the soul and makes the soul forget itself. So actually, really, this inferior energy is not doing anything. But it's just like darkness. Can darkness steal away? So here the lamp is actually, better example would be your eyes. Eyes have the capacity to see. But when you are in pitch darkness, eyes are not able to see. That is the position of soul when it is covered by avidya. Eyes have not lost the capacity to see. But in darkness, eyes are not able to see. All you have to do is come out of darkness and the eyes will be able to see. So coming back to this example, this is soul. Soul has the capacity to illuminate itself. Soul can show me. The soul can know that I am soul. But because of avidya right now, the soul is not able to know that it is soul. So soul has the power to illuminate itself, Does it have the power to illuminate the body also? Can the soul illuminate the body? Yes. Like this lamp is able to show me the pencil. Soul, when it is not covered by avidya. So when it is covered by avidya, it's not able to show itself what it will show, the pencil and other things. It cannot. But when it is covered, when it is uncovered, that means now instead of avidya, avidya is darkness. When the soul becomes covered by vidya, let's say, no, not this, green. Let's take green. Green is vidya. So avidya is made of ignorance, the three modes. Material energy means three modes only. Whereas vidya is ignorance. You can say ignorance, and some amount of passion is also there. Mainly ignorance. Okay. So when the soul is covered by avidya, then this soul cannot know itself and cannot see. You know, it's not able to distinguish. Oh, this is the body and I am soul. No, it's not able to see. But when it is covered by vidya, vidya is like light. Avidya is like darkness, vidya is like light. So vidya reveals. What vidya does is it is removing that darkness. Just like when there is light, darkness, Krishna Surya Sama Maya hoy andhakar. Krishna is like sun, Maya is like darkness, it is said. So when there is light, what happens? Darkness cannot stay. Jaha Krishna, taha nahi Maya adhikar. Anyway, so the point is when there is vidya, vidya means goodness, then in the light of vidya, soul is able to do its normal function, which is it can see that I'm soul, and it can also show, oh, this is the body. I'm different from the body. This vidya is able to do. So far, so good. Now, when soul is covered by vidya, soul is able to know itself, and soul is also able to know the body. But by being covered by vidya, can soul also know Krishna? When you are self-realized, are you able to know Krishna? Are you able to see Krishna? Tell me.
Yes.
You're saying yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like you're saying this lamp can illuminate the sun.
No, Mataji, you cannot.
This is the difference here. Okay, Vani Seva Mataji? Because the capacity of the soul is very, very small. Now, coming back to our energy, the soul is which energy? Marginal energy.
Marginal energy.
The body is external energy. Krishna's body is
Internal
energy or Swarup Shakti.
Mm-hmm.
So, these two are inferior compared to the internal energy. Marginal energy, soul, certainly it is superior to the body. But it is inferior when compared to the internal energy. Now, what do we have? We have, I am the soul and I have this material body. Material body consists of, you have subtle and gross bodies. Okay, subtle body and gross body. Gross body means made of earth, water, fire, air, ether, you know, everything like flesh, blood, bones, all this, muscles, everything, hair. This is my extra, this is the gross body. What is subtle body? Subtle body consists of chitta, ahankara or ahankara, chittam, buddhi, mana, indriya. All these are subtle body. Subtle body, gross body, both are made of external energy only. So now, with my mind, with my intelligence, is it possible for me to know Krishna, to see Krishna?
No.
No.
Because my mind, intelligence are all made of this external, inferior energy. And I am marginal energy, spirit, soul. So I don't have the capacity to see Krishna. This is the point I'm trying to make to all of you. Even if I'm self-realized, I cannot see Krishna, I cannot know Krishna, I cannot experience Krishna. This step we should understand. When Krishna is saying, Naham Prakasha Sarvasya, I reserve that right of not revealing myself to everyone. Then the soul cannot see, then how you can see Krishna? That will be the next question. So now this example, only this much, I just wanted to show you. So here, this is the spirit soul. So now I'll just show you like a dot diagram. So let's take, this is the spirit soul. Okay, spirit soul. And spirit soul is covered by, actually, avidya will keep red. Soul will keep white. This is the spirit soul. Spirit soul, when it is covered by avidya. This is jivatma. White is jivatma or soul. This is soul. And this is avidya. When it is covered by avidya, it's not able to know itself. But when this avidya becomes replaced, let's take yellow, by vidya. That means this avidya is removed now. Okay, it's getting replaced. Avidya is becoming replaced by vidya. Now the soul is able to see itself, and it is able to see the body also, and it is able to see that I am separate from this body. But this much is not sufficient to see or to know Krishna. Getting vidya, vidya is goodness, material goodness. So material goodness is not sufficient for the soul to see Krishna. What the soul needs is another energy, which is transcendental to, this is ignorance and passion, and this is goodness. But we need something which is transcendental to all three modes. What is that? Svarupa Shakti, the internal energy. Soul is marginal energy. Body is nothing but, external energy made of ignorance, passion, and goodness. This is not sufficient. My subtle body, mind, intelligence, my senses, they're all made of external energy, made of these three modes. With that, I cannot see Krishna. But when I'm covered by this internal energy comes in the form of bhakti. By this bhakti, now, because of this bhakti, now this bhakti is also internal energy. Krishna's body is also internal energy. Internal energy. Now same platform. Now the soul can see Krishna. But even then, if you got this, how we get this internal energy? This comes, so here is a devotee. Devotee will keep in a green color. This is a parama svatantra. Means supremely independent devotee. Svatantra. Bhagavad bhakta. So very first time, how does the living entity even get this internal energy? Now this devotee, what is there in the heart of this devotee? This devotee's heart is filled with love for Krishna. Prema, right? Love, he has love for Krishna. Bhakti. So when this bhakti becomes like very intense, that love for Krishna transforms into compassion. Prema, when it is very intense, it transforms into compassion. So when he sees conditioned souls means you're suffering. What is the cause of our suffering? The cause of our suffering is anadi paratattva jnana samsarga abhava. That means since beginningless, not having knowledge of the absolute truth. Absolute truth means Krishna. Not having knowledge of the Supreme Lord, he's captured by avidya. Avidya makes him forget that he's spirit soul. On top of that, he gets ahankara. Ahankara makes him identify that I'm this body, belonging to this particular community, this family, and this identity, that identity. And because of that, This is my people, that is other people, and fight. This is my religion, that is another religion. My country and opposite country, fight. This is going on. Enemy and friend. And because of that, suffering. Falsely, sometimes he's thinking he's happy, sometimes he's thinking he's suffering. In reality, the soul is not the one who's suffering. Because of these coverings of avidya and then ahankara, he's thinking, sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm miserable. So seeing this type of suffering, which is actually really not suffering, artificially means he's because of this ignorance, he's claiming to suffer or claiming to enjoy. Seeing this devotee feels very sorry for these suffering souls. And then actually what happens is, when he sees, because the only suffering that there is in this creation is lack of Krishna consciousness. That's all. All other sufferings are coming from that source, lack of Krishna consciousness. Any type of problem in this world, it is stemming from this problem, lack of Krishna consciousness. So this devotee, when he sees this madness in people, his heart undergoes transformation. What type of chitta vikara? Chitta vikara means seeing their suffering, he suffers. Paradukha dukhi. Vaishnava feels sorry when he sees others suffering. For himself, he has no suffering. He can take any amount of suffering. But when he sees others suffering, he cannot tolerate it. Paradukha dukhi. And he becomes so, it hurts him so much that his heart starts melting and flowing towards these people. What is that is flowing? It's nothing but his love for Krishna now flowing in the form of compassion. It goes towards these people. He will just look at one person and his heart flows towards him. That means in the form of compassion. That is his mercy, and this is the saving grace for the conditioned soul. Now, because when he gets this mercy, now this living entity is also getting covered by this internal energy. Which is, what is that internal energy? Prema. Prema. See, bhakti, you have sadhana bhakti, bhava bhakti, prema bhakti. All this is bhakti only. This is all bhakti, Shuddha bhakti, in different forms. Sadhana bhakti, bhava bhakti, prema bhakti. So this prema is nothing but bhakti. What is bhakti? Bhakti is the condensed form of Swarupa Shakti only. So therefore, this prema or compassion is nothing but the Swarupa Shakti or internal energy. So when the living entity is covered by this internal energy, then only he will be able to see the Lord. But the game is not over yet. Immediately after receiving mercy, the living entity is not going to be able to see the Lord right away. This portion I explained yesterday to you. So after he gets this mercy, now his journey begins. This is the beginning. When he gets this mercy, that's the beginning. What else he has to do now? Now he'll build his Shraddha. He gets some initial Shraddha by this mercy, and he'll also get some initial ruchi, taste. But to make this is Komala, to make it strong, now he will hear from Bhakti Shastras like Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. And by hearing from pure devotees, from his gurus, Shravana gurus, he will actually increase his faith. All his doubts are removed. Increases his faith. And then when he gets firm faith, which is also called Dhrida Shraddha, firm faith, when he gets firm faith, whose symptom is surrender, full surrender, then he begins sadhana bhakti. Then he begins sadhana bhakti, pure devotional service. Can he experience Krishna now when he begins sadhana bhakti? No. Because he still has anarthas. He still has anarthas. So, but by performance of this sadhana bhakti, his anarthas are being destroyed. Okay? By performance of sadhana bhakti, his anarthas, which is carrying since beginningless, those anarthas are also there. Anarthas are getting destroyed by the performance of sadhana bhakti. So in proportion to the destruction of these anarthas, he will be progressing through various stages of bhakti. Progressing through stages of bhakti. Okay, he's progressing. And like this, he will come to bhava stage. Now, one more important thing I want to tell you here is that, you see, in sadhana bhakti also he's already doing bhakti. But what type of bhakti am I doing in sadhana? Huh? Sadhana bhakti, we are Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, we are doing. Shravanam means with these ears I am hearing. What are my ears made of? External energy. Yes? And what else do we do? Chanting. With this tongue I am chanting. What is my tongue made of? External energy. I see the deity form of the Lord. My eyes. What are my eyes made of? External energy. So, am I able to, even though I am doing sadhana bhakti, hearing, shravanam, kirtanam, Vishnu smaranam, okay, remembering also if I do with my mind, the mind is also made of external energy. So, is it possible that with my tongue, with my ears, with my mind, I am actually able to grasp the Supreme Lord, even when we are doing pure devotional service? What do you think?
No, Mataji.
We cannot.
No, Mataji. Yes.
Yeah. Same, that example that I showed you of the lamp, because our faculties are, what do you say? We have inferior,
Limited.
limited, inferior compared to the Lord. He is Swarupa Shakti and we are material energy. But here is where the Lord's mercy comes into play. Even though we are not directly experiencing the Lord, by the mercy of a devotee, we started the process. We received that initial mercy, kripa from a sadhu. By that, we started hearing more and more and built, our Shraddha got firm. And now we are doing sadhana bhakti 24/7 to please the Lord we are doing. Nevertheless, we are still using this material body made of external energy. And I am after all a spirit soul who is marginal energy. Then how this becomes bhakti if it is not touching the Lord? This is explained in Veda Stuti. And also Lord Brahma also says this. But let's discuss in Veda Stuti. The Vedas are glorifying the Lord. So there it is said, and this is 10th canto, 87th chapter, text 2. You see Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary, you'll find. They're saying, actually, we don't have the capacity to touch the Lord, to meditate on the Lord. You know why? In Shastra, we got firm faith in Shastra that I should surrender to the Lord. And the Shastra describes the beautiful form of the Lord. For example, it says the Lord is Kamala Nayana, lotus-eyed. As soon as you hear lotus-eyed and now you want to meditate on Kamalaksha, the Lord who has lotus eyes, what picture comes to your mind? Kamalaksha.
The material lotus.
Yeah.
And we relate to the material lotus. Our
Exactly.
imagination relates to the material lotus and materialize.
Exactly. Because my experience, the only experience I have with my material senses is I know lotus and I know eyes. Huh? So then when I picture Kamalaksha, lotus-eyed, I will picture a lotus and eyes and I bring them together and I say lotus-eyed. Oh, and then I start meditating on the Lord and I think I'm actually meditating on the Lord. The Lord has lotus eyes and I'm meditating on the Lord. And thinking like that, I keep meditating. Or other names of the Lord also. You're chanting the names of the Lord. But the Lord is not what you are imagining in your mind. He is completely of a different quality. He's Svarupa Shakti. I don't have access to that. When Shastra says Kamalaksha, or even when you say his body is the color of rain cloud, his complexion is like rain cloud. My experience is only the rain clouds in this material world, right? So then when I paint a painting of Krishna, I'll paint him like the cloud that I see in this material world. Is that the actual complexion of Krishna? No, it is not made of material energy. It is Swarupa Shakti. I have no idea what Swarupa Shakti looks like. What is that rain cloud? But I make a painting of Krishna and I'm looking at that Krishna's painting, I'm chanting and I'm also meditating on that form and I'm thinking I'm meditating on Krishna. I'm thinking I'm meditating on Krishna. So is this meditation bhakti or not? No, now I'm not asking you a question. I'm only going to tell you. But is this bhakti or not? Yes, it is bhakti. Still it is bhakti. Although I'm not touching the Lord, it is bhakti. You know why? The Lord, out of his kindness, when he sees that we are endeavoring to reach him, to serve him, even though our faculties, whatever we have, instruments, are limited, we are trying to reach him, he stamps it as yes. He approves it. This is bhakti. It's just like, the government. You have currency, bills. Until and unless there is that seal of the government, you can make your own bills at, print your own bills. It's simply paper. It's not actual bill. When it has the seal from the government, then that actually now the value becomes $100, $50. But otherwise, if there is no seal of the government, it's just paper. It's only paper. What is the value of that paper? Nothing. But when there is seal of the government, now it has value of $100. Similarly, actually, whatever activities we are doing, in and itself, if you look at the worth of that activity, you're not touching the Lord. You're doing everything with your external energy. The external energy cannot touch the Lord. But out of his kindness, seeing our endeavor again and again, the Lord kindly approves that activity as bhakti. Yes, I approve this. He authorizes it. This is bhakti. Then it becomes bhakti. Although we are not touching him, but he approves it and he says this is bhakti. So it is bhakti. And it has full potency now because he has approved it. Just like that paper now has the value of $100 because of authorization by the government. Similarly, even though I am meditating on the imagined form, imagined with my mind, of course, based on the description of Shastra, but still, after all, I am picturing it with my material instruments. So I'm not actually touching. Still, that activity of whether you're doing Shravanam, Kirtanam or Smaranam, all these activities have bhaktitvam in them because the Lord has authorized it out of his kindness. Not only that, he authorizes it, and at one point, when we keep trying again and again and again, he lifts that curtain and he shows his real form. He actually shows us his form, which is made of Svarupa Shakti. This is the crux. Until and unless he reveals himself, even though I may be doing Shuddha Bhakti, I cannot see him. And when I finally see him, you know what happens? This we know from the words of Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma, in the 3rd canto, 9th chapter, is offering prayers to the Supreme Lord. So if you all remember, I know we are going over time, but let me just complete this section. Lord Brahma was meditating on, this is, so in the middle, 50 years have completed. So this is a special year for Brahmaji because every day he does creation. But after 50 years, it's a special type of creation. Everything goes into Garbhodakasayi Vishnu's, he also goes into Garbhodakasayi Vishnu's belly. Normally, every day he doesn't go. Only lower planets are inundated. But at the end of the 50th year, Brahmaji, Kumaras, everyone go inside. And once again, he comes out. So when he comes out, he's the only person. Nobody else is there. It's as if he's born on the first day. It feels like that to him. So this is that day. 3rd canto, 8th chapter. Brahmaji appears on the lotus and he's looking around and, he's trying to figure out who am I. So that day. Then, by the Lord's inspiration, he does tapasya for 100 years, meditation. After 100 years, he gets darshan of Garbhodakasayi Vishnu within his heart. When he gets darshan of the Lord within his heart, you know what is Brahmaji's realization? Then he starts offering prayers. In the 9th chapter, we will see Brahmaji begins offering his prayers. So there Brahmaji is saying, in the very first beginning prayer only, he's saying, my Lord, all these days, I was meditating on you, on your form, thinking that I know. Just like whatever we have discussed, right? All this time. I've been chanting the names of the Lord, and the Lord and his name are non-different, and I have been experiencing the Lord all these days. I may be under that illusion. Like that, Brahmaji is meditating on the form of the Lord. This is the form this is the form of the Lord, and I'm actually meditating on his form, and, that was his understanding. But when the Lord lifted the curtain and showed himself, Brahmaji's realization is, what I have been meditating on all these years is nothing compared to what I am seeing in front of my eyes. There is no comparison between the two. There is no comparison. All these days I was thinking, I know you, I don't know you. What I am seeing now, I have never seen before. And this form is revealed to me only by your mercy. Otherwise, it's not possible for anyone to know. That is the point I'm trying to make here. So when Ramananda Rai saw Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, Mahaprabhu embraced him and said, so first he got darshan of Radha Krishna, and then he got darshan of Mahaprabhu as the combined form of Radha Krishna. He fainted. Then Mahaprabhu touched him, and Ramananda Rai came to consciousness, and he's seeing Mahaprabhu like a sannyasi. That darshan is gone, and he looked all, bewildered or wonderstruck. What's going on? Then Mahaprabhu pacified him, embraced him, and then he said, Nobody other than you has seen this form. Why? Because Mahaprabhu didn't reveal it to anyone else. He revealed it only to Ramananda. So that's why Srila Prabhupada is saying in the purport, when the Lord reveals himself, that is when we can see him. On our own, what capacity we have. This is applicable in every, what to speak of experiencing the Lord. That is like a way advanced stage. Even whatever little devotional service, which we already saw, by that devotional service, we are not even touching the Lord. Because the Lord approves it, it becomes devotional service. But even to do that much also, whatever I'm doing, for example, I'm chanting, right? How am I able to chant? Because I have the tongue. And also, I need two here. I need Kriya Shakti and Jnana Shakti. Jnana Shakti means knowledge, senses. And Kriya Shakti means you have working senses. Where are they coming from? Kriya Shakti and Jnana Shakti. This is the Lord's energy. Until and unless He gives this, Paramatma is supplying this energy. Until and unless the Lord gives me, that is why Srila Prabhupada also says, not a blade of grass can move without the will of Krishna. We cannot even blink our eyes. What to speak of doing wonderful services? There is no need to become proud of any of our achievements, whatever it may be, in the material world or even in devotional service. Whatever we are able to do, any sort of abilities we may have, if the Lord, it's happening simply by the Lord's mercy. He has given us these senses. Time is over, but even getting these senses, it's the Lord's mercy. Matrartham cha bhavartham cha atmane kalpanaya cha. He creates this material universe and gives us this subtle and gross bodies. That means mind, intelligence, ego. Why? So that we can enjoy the results of our karma, whatever we are carrying. A living entity is covered with avidya and it's carrying karma. Since anadi, karma is going on. So he has to get, now if I'm supposed to enjoy something, I need a body for that. So if he had not created this material world, if he had not given me this subtle and gross bodies, materially also I cannot enjoy. And also to do karma, to earn something in future. When you do karma, then you will earn karma phala. So to do karma also you need senses, mind, body, intelligence. Not only that, if you want to get liberated from this material condition, also you need these senses. Isn't it? You want to do Nishkama Karma Yoga or you want to practice bhakti, sadhana bhakti, you need. So that's why Matrardham cha means for the sake of enjoying the results of past karma. Bhavartham cha means for the sake of doing karma to earn future karma phala. So that, to work now. For that also you need. And finally, to get out of here or to get the highest result, even if you want to get prema, you have to use this body, mind, intelligence to perform bhakti. So we are completely, totally dependent on his mercy on every level. So the lesson to be learned is there is no need to be proud about any of our achievements or abilities. We just have to understand that whatever we have, whatever we are able to do, we are living, everything is happening because of his mercy. On that note, I will end today's session. Actually, we didn't do
Mataji.
anything. 1 minute, Mataji. We didn't do anything from Chaitanya Charitamrita today. If it is just one shloka, let me If there is no purport, maybe we can just... Okay, we'll just read one, okay? 286 I'm reading. Mora tattva-līlā-rasa. So what did Mahaprabhu say? Other than you, nobody has seen this form before you. Then Mahaprabhu saying, Mora tattva-līlā-rasa tomāra gocare ataeva ei-rūpa dekhāiluṅ tomāre. My tattva, truth about me, my pastime, my rasa. Rasa means different, relationships, the pleasure in different relationships. So, mora tattva-līlā-rasa tomāra gocare. Gocare means it is within your vision. You are able to see. That is why Mahaprabhu was, Ramananda I understood. Even though Mahaprabhu was saying, no, you are a great devotee. That's why you are seeing me everywhere. Ramananda Rai said, no, my Lord, please don't try to cheat me. I can understand who you are and, this is what you have done. So that's why here Mahaprabhu is saying, Mora tattva-līlā-rasa tomāra gocare. It is all known to you. My truth about me, about my pastimes, about my, pleasures, all this truth is known to you. Ataeva, therefore, ei-rūpa dekhāiluṅ tomāre. That's why I showed this form to you, because nothing is hidden from you about me. Therefore, I showed you this form. Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu confirmed, all the truths about my pastimes and mellows are within your knowledge. Therefore, I have shown this form to you. So we did one verse today. We'll continue tomorrow. So thank you all so much. Now I can take any questions, but if anybody needs to leave, I can totally understand. Yes, Vani Seva Mataji.
Mataji, everything comes from Krishna. That is for sure. That's what we have realized from the beginning, from the time that we started reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, all that. But when I do Abhishek or Archana, whatever I do in my home, anywhere, we always think he is in a transcendental form. When I speak to Krishna, it is not that I'm just, I don't think he is like me, never. And that will be an offense. I always think he is transcendental form. Because of his mercy or compassion, I am alive. I can even think about Krishna. So if that is the case, don't you think, I don't want to have negative ideas, but don't you think he will naturally, even though I am not eligible for anything, I have nothing of myself, I have a little bit of maybe desire to do something for him. When I grow flowers or when I grow my trees with the peaches or anything I have, I offer it to him. This is all because of he has given something, some kind of shakti in me to offer that, desire in me to offer it to him. But also, if I keep doing...
One correction here. That came to you from the devotee. The shakti or that desire to serve the Lord, he gave, no. That came from his devotee. That diagram I showed you in the beginning. The devotee's compassion. That's where it started. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, but could it be like my parents? Because no other person I have seen in my earlier life when I was 2-3 years old, only my mom and dad. Because of his dedication to Vishnu and Krishna, that's where I have learned it. Maybe he was doing his job as a devotee. That's how he could be considered as a devotee at that time, right? Not that I have to have like a Gaudiya Madhya tradition, he was also worshipping the Lord, getting up at 3:30, 4 o'clock. He was doing all that. Maybe do I consider myself that also the dedication or desire came from him? Or do I waited all these years to come here in this country to get a devotee association here? Or I don't understand how I relate. But yes, everything Mataji came from him. Without him sending me here, how would I have ever even imagined to come to USA?
Without him means without your father.
Yeah, father and father, and also my husband brought me here also, right? And all because of Krishna. Maybe he had a plan in Krishna had a plan all along, but I didn't know anything. Okay, we are with our parents. Whatever they say, we listen to them. Because of that, we have this kind of desire too. Because my father worshipped, so I have learned something from him. Maybe he wanted one of the children to have close association with Krishna, do some archana, whatever bhakti I can do. So I can still hope I will have a chance in this lifetime. Maybe if Krishna desires, he will show me one day, right? Is it wrong to assume that?
You are mixing up 2-3 things here. First thing you said, did it come from my father? Let me answer that, Mataji.
Okay.
And then I'll come to the next point. So, one thing is, it is not necessary that we should get that mercy in this life only. It is
Okay.
possible that we receive this mercy in some other life. But because of, it didn't mature, your bhakti didn't mature, and also it's possible that maybe we committed some offenses or whatever, because of which we went away from devotee association, and it can even go on for a few lifetimes. But that seed of bhakti, mercy which you received, it remains in your heart. And when there is, favorable atmosphere, that means when your offenses are mitigated a little bit. Mitigated means when we take punishment, then the severity of that offense is reduced a little bit. Offense is not destroyed. Offense will only be destroyed by chanting the holy names. By bhakti only it will be destroyed. But when we suffer, by sufferings, then the offense will be mitigated a little bit. Then when we come in the association of devotees, once again we pick up. So it is hard to tell exactly where you got this mercy. I am not saying you did not get from your father. It is quite likely that you got from your father. That's also possible. But why you took birth only as your father's daughter, that means there must be some connection, isn't it? Because you're getting it directly by birth means you were sent in that family. Maybe you had some samskara, something from before, because of which you took birth in that family where there's already worship of Lord Vishnu going on. But keeping that aside, now your next point is, so because can my father be the devotee who gave me that mercy, because of which now I am, is it necessary that I should have gotten mercy from a Gaudiya devotee only, Vaishnava devotee only? The point is, Mataji, whatever mercy, sadhu, the type of sadhu's mercy we get, that sadhu can only bring us to that level. If I get, just like if I'm here, let's say you are from a regular varnashrama, let us say, where the family is already following the varnashrama dharma, Brahmana's duties, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra's duties, and so on and so forth. You are from a cultured family like that, where Vishnu worship is natural, and it is, everyone does Vishnu worship at home, and, that's part of their lifestyle. Let us say, that means in this area, the bhakti that is done is called Mishra Bhakti, Karma Mishra Bhakti, or it can be Jnana Mishra Bhakti if they are sannyasis. Okay. Now, when I get an association like this association can only bring me to the point of Karma Mishra Bhakti. It cannot bring me to the point of Siddha Bhakti. But maybe first I got this in association, then somebody from here, Shuddha Bhakti, after I got this association and I'm continuing, and someone from Shuddha Bhakta gave me mercy again. Now that seed of Shuddha Bhakti will take me towards Shuddha Bhakti. So your first seed could have been given from a devotee who's worshipping Lord Vishnu. But with that seed of a worshipper of Lord Vishnu, you cannot come directly to worshipper of Krishna. For you to become a worshipper of Krishna, you should receive the seed from a worshipper of Krishna. It's possible that initially, because yesterday as we were discussing sadhu prakara, remember? Sadhu prakara, we said that quantity of prema decides who is the totality of prema decides who is a superior sadhu. So in that, one criterion was if the bhajaniya, the worshipable deity is Krishna, then that is a superior sadhu compared to sadhu who is worshipping a Vishnu form. So if I receive mercy from a worshipper of Lord Vishnu, that will not automatically bring me to devotional service to Krishna. It's not possible. That mercy can only bring me to the point of worshipping Lord Narayan. But now if I have to worship Lord Krishna in Vrindavan, some devotee who has that should have given me that seed. That's when I can come here. So initially it may have started there, but somewhere down the line, you received the mercy of, a devotee in Gaudiya Vaishnava, Gaudiya Vaishnavism. So Gaudiya Vaishnava line, you received
Yeah,
seed
to
from there.
read Srila Prabhupada's books, somebody must have given something to me, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise I would have never liked to read Srila Prabhupada's books. I mean, I was quite fortunate to read his books. Because of him, I can come and listen to more Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam and all that now. So
we may not be able to tell exactly when and where we receive. Sometimes we may be able to, sometimes we may not be able to tell. But the point is, it is a journey. That is the beginning. The first time when we receive mercy, that's the beginning. But constantly we are receiving. See, after that beginning mercy, you want more mercy, then you have to serve the sadhus. You have to serve the gurus. The more you serve, you can expect, because they're pleased, right? When you're serving Krishna, when you're serving devotees, they become pleased and you get more and more mercy. So that is the beginning. Unless there is a beginning coming from a devotee, there's no way of progressing. But it's not that you have to stop there. It doesn't stop there. We keep receiving mercy, and you can even get mercy from higher and higher sadhus, and you keep moving forward like that. Okay, Mataji. So
yes, but we are always worshipping the transcendental form of Krishna, right? Whenever we worship, do puja, offer flowers, we don't think, we cannot think Krishna doesn't exist. He is there for you. And he's watching you, he's seeing you in a transcendental way, right?
Krishna is always
transcendental.
Krishna is transcendental, but my mind cannot touch the transcendental. That is the point. You are saying we are thinking, but we are thinking with a material mind.
But we are thinking all the time, so many years. Don't you think he will show us some consideration or compassion? Oh, she's insisting, she's always doing something. Can I do something for her? Something like that. Let me be a little bit more compassionate.
Because he's showing mercy, that is why you are still here and you are hearing. Otherwise, if he's not showing compassion, how you are able to hear Chaitanya Charitamrita? That is his mercy only. But that doesn't mean automatically now, oh, I'm already on the level of Ramananda Rai and I'm seeing the transcendental form of the Lord. We shouldn't think like that also.
No.
So we understand, we have faith in the words of Shastra that the Lord is transcendental and we accept it and we worship. But at the same time, we are not, he is there transcendental, but my material eyes and material mind are not able to grasp him. How will you grasp? Sevan mukhehi jihvadav swayameva spuratyada. By seeing your endeavors, one day when he reveals himself, That's when you will be able to see the transcendental Lord. He is transcendental, but I am not able to reach him because of the curtain of Yoga Maya. The way to attract his mercy is by rendering devotional service. So we have to continue devotional service. And by his sweet will, one day when he reveals himself, then we will see him.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for your explanation. Thank you very
Hare
much. I
Krishna.
appreciate that.
Jai. So we
Thank
will
you.
end here. Thank you all so much. Śrī Caitanya Charitamrita ki jai.
Jai.
Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki jai.
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Samaveta Gaur Bhakta Vrind ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Mataji.
much.